All right, let's get more reaction. Joining us right now, a host of the Cardinals pre- and post-game show on the radio, Tim Ring. Tim, the question everyone wants to know, is there a quarterback controversy for the Cardinals? Come on, off the rip.
Not according to Jonathan Gannon, who shot that down right quick today after the game. Guys, I think what Jacoby Brissett did today accomplishes a couple of things. One, if Kyler Murray is not 100% healthy for that Packer game, you feel a lot better about holding him out.
Sure.
Then you got the bye week coming up, and then you go on the road against Dallas on Monday Night Football. The second thing I think it accomplished today is put the pitchforks away for Drew Petzing a little bit here, because I think we saw Drew Petzing's offense, which actually Trey McBride, you heard him in that interview with Jake Garcia say, once Vokalek went down, we had to kind of alter our game plan. But Drew Petzing still called the same passing plays he's called all year, and there's a reason why the Cardinals' downfield passing game, the vertical passing game, was effective today, because Jacoby Brissett was doing things that we just haven't seen enough of out of Kyler Murray.
Consistently pushing the ball down the field.
Yes, stand in the pocket, hang in the pocket, step up in the pocket, distribute the football to a wide variety of targets. And Kyler Murray just hasn't done that enough here in 2025. And Brissett, obviously, the numbers don't lie, guys. He threw for 320 yards. Kyler Murray, since the start of 2023, has thrown one game where he tossed it for more than 320 yards. So what Brissett did today in one game is just something we haven't seen enough of out of Kyler Murray the last couple of years.
Something we haven't seen enough of is also the offense having the ball in the final 2 minutes of regulation. What did you make of that final drive, and then just the way that this team once again failed to close out a game?
You know, it's funny. The Cardinals in the second half, Lena, they went touchdown, field goal. Then they drove 10 plays, 78 yards, and were within the 10-yard line of putting 34 points on the board. Scored 27. They were knocking on the door. They had an opportunity, obviously, to put it in the end zone or even get a first down if they got inside the 2-yard line. And then Trey McBride, was he held? Probably. Did you get the call? No. Obviously, you did not. But again, I think it was a byproduct of Jacoby Brissett hanging in the pocket and delivering the football down the field to put his team in a position to win. But again, you don't make critical plays at critical times, ultimately enough critical plays to win the football game. We see it on both sides of the football. The last few weeks, it's been the defense. Defense wasn't great today at all, but the offense had a chance to make one more play to get that victory maybe, and they couldn't do it.
And Tim, I think the reason we're talking about Jacoby the way we are is because finally, for the first time in a while, this offense looked easy. It's looked hard to start the year, and it's looked hard a lot under Kyler Murray. He has said that flat out. Today, the ball was moving down the field with ease, and you just have to wonder. And also, people get a lot of targets, too. Greg Dortch, Michael Wilson, finally getting involved in the game. Drew Petzing, you and I were talking about this before this, like, he's not calling up plays for Zay Jones, but the ball is going towards him. The ball seemed to just go more where it needed to go down the field today, and it's just something we haven't seen. And the reason people are wondering if there's a quarterback competition, well, there's a competition for everything right now. They're 2-4. This schedule was super easy off the rip, and here they are. We're wondering if now they're not even going to be in contention towards the end. They have to go 10-1 just to hit my 12-win total.
Well, that was bold to begin with.
Well, we were all way off on predictions. But Cameron, let me jump in, and you're exactly right. And this is why I kind of opened our segment here today, is like, put the pitchforks away for Drew Petzing. He didn't dial up different passing plays today. He just had a quarterback that democratically got the football down the field. I mean, I got the numbers right here. They're number 2, 3, and 4 wide receiver, Wilson, Dortch, and Jones, right? Combined this season, the first 5 games, 148 receiving yards. Today, 132 receiving yards alone. 1 touchdown today, 1 touchdown combined the first 5 games. So their productivity in terms of number 2, 3, and 4 was equal to the entire season in terms of what they did out there today. And a big reason why, again, was that Jacoby Brissett was operating the offense.
Yeah, and they didn't have a whole lot of bonehead mistakes and penalties. But you mentioned the defense also being largely sound and giving this team a chance to win in most of these games. They struggled today. What was your takeaway from what they were able to do or not do against Jonathan Taylor and Daniel Jones?
All right, the Colts have the most points in the NFL. They came into today with the best point differential. So that's a good football team. Daniel Jones, for whatever reason, has it working in Indy. I don't think Nick Wallace maybe had the best game in terms of his play calls defensively. It looked like they were out-schemed a little bit, and guys were losing individual battles because of that, but they couldn't get him off the field in the second half. The Colts go field goal, touchdown, and then the end of the game, even though they didn't score, obviously, they got the 1 first down they needed. So the Colts got whatever they want, whenever they wanted it, and it wasn't a great game for the Cardinal defense. They got the big interception from Mack Wilson, and then
turned it right back over.
Promptly turned it right back over. So you give up 31 points, you lose the football game today. It's funny, the perception of the fan base, it's different when the offense plays well and the defense doesn't. If you lose a game 16-15, you walk away going, that was terrible.
Yeah.
You lose a game 31-27, you're like, you know what, the Cardinals did all right
That's
today.
interesting. It's not stinging as bad.
They battled today. They were right there.
Cardinal
Yes.
fans all over the place. Speaking of being right there, I think we were a little off from our training camp show. Listen to this back in July. Give me a bold prediction. Come on.
You got bold?
Bold.
Bold with a capital
Well, see,
B.
if we're going to go bold, we can't go bold negative, right? I can't give you Jacoby Brissett takes over the job.
No,
in
you
week
can just
4.
say whatever's on your heart, Tim.
Good.
All right, here's what I got. I thought about this. I knew you were going to ask me it. I think the Cardinals have a real favorable schedule early on in the season. I think they're going to start 6-1.
Okay.
I think they're going to parlay that into a 12-5 finish, and I think they're going to win their first division title since 2015.
There's finally someone who's joined me on my island with 12 wins.
12-win island,
It's just
right
him and I.
here.
That's it.
I look pretty smart here now
Yeah.
because I wasn't saying 12 wins. I was thinking 2-5 was really realistic when you look ahead as before.
Why do you even have that guy
That's
on?
bold.
I mean, he doesn't even know what he's talking about.
Bold with a capital B is what we were looking for, and man, that
It was bold.
Yeah. You sprinkled in some Jacoby there. A few weeks off.
Yes.
I believed it then.
Okay.
A little bit of an
And they did have a favorable schedule. Obviously, the Colts are way better than we thought, but I did not expect
And the Cardinals are worse than we thought. We thought,
And that's the
and that's the thing. That's why I think the conversations are where they're at right now, Tim. We thought this team was just going to be a lot better, and as JG said today, they're just not. Their record says what they are, and it's going to take a Herculean effort the back half of the year to get into contention.
It also stinks that they've lost these last 4 games by a combined 9 points. So they've been right there, but the inability to close and finish is really getting this team.
Jonathan Gannon's coached 40 games in the NFL. He's won 14. He'd be the first to tell you, got to start winning football games, gang.
And
got to start winning
the
games.
tough part through all this, they're going to have to win now in the back half of the year.
They haven't beaten anybody over 500 in about a year. Okay, now, including today, their next 7 games. So it'll be 8 in a row against teams that at least right now are over 500.
There we go.
Thanks.
He's Tim Ring in studio with us. Appreciate the time, Tim.
You got it.